Did you feel anxious sometime? What will you watch here will help you find the reason. Hey, did you know that social media can be addictive? It's because when we use it, it activates the brain's reward center and releases dopamine. A lot of people use social media, even though it's been linked to anxiety, depression, and physical problems. But why do people keep using it? Well, it's because of the unpredictability. Just like playing a slot machine, if you always knew you were going to lose, you wouldn't play, right? But with social media, you don't know how many likes you will get, who will like your posts, or when you will get those likes. The possibility of a positive outcome keeps us engaged and coming back for more. So why people keep checking their social media accounts even though it can make them feel bad? Well, it's because they want to feel good about themselves and feel like they belong. People post things hoping for positive feedback, and the possibility of getting it keeps them checking their accounts. But when they see what others are doing on social media, they start to compare themselves and want validation. It's like a replacement for the meaningful connections they could make in real life. People worry that if they don't use social media, they'll miss out on jokes, connections, and invitations with others. This can lead to anxiety and depression. And did you know that social media can even affect your health? A study showed that using social media too much can lead to disrupted and delayed sleep, which can cause depression, memory loss, and poor academic performance. It can even directly affect your physical health, as the mind and gut are connected. And anxiety and depression can cause physical problems like headaches, nausea, muscle tension, and tremors. Have you tried closing all your social media apps and sites right now? It might sound obvious, but give it a try. You won't be distracted by them anymore. So, when it's time for a Zoom class or to focus on something important, make sure to close everything that's not related to your task and give your full attention to what you're doing. Try limiting your smartphone usage to avoid being distracted. It can be tempting to check social media apps on your phone, but you can try to limit your phone usage instead of disabling notifications for all your apps. Try turning it off, or keeping it out of reach. This way, when you feel the urge to pick it up and check it, you will have to take a moment to think about what you're doing. Make a plan for using social media. It may sound strange, but having a set plan for using social media can actually help you use it in a more controlled and disciplined way. You know, it's really concerning to see such a vulnerable population have access to platforms where there are no safeguards in place before they post or send something. And it's not just the young generation who is vulnerable. Have you heard about the couple in that New York Times article from June 2018? They almost separated after their honeymoon, because the wife spent more time on the trip taking and posting selfies than she spent with her husband. It's a prime example of how social media can also impact our real-life relationships. Have you heard about a study done by the University of Pennsylvania in 2018? They found that controlling your social media usage can change your perspective on it. They had two groups of 143 students. One group was asked to limit their time on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat to just 10 minutes per day per platform. The group that limited their social media saw a decrease in feelings of loneliness and depression compared to the group that continued using it like usual.